this past month I've been working on a secret project. Let me show you what I made. But first of all, thank you very much for all the wishes on my game. So thank you. I'll be doing one push-up for every wishlist I get from now. I currently have 150 wishlists, so 150 push-ups. Thanks again. Now, let's go back to the beginning. First of all, as always, bin, floor, easy. Afterwards, I made him red and gave him a visor so he can look cool. And also, after a bit of coding, he is now able to walk. And hear me out, also turn. I know, little guy is going places, literally. Anyway, I like the little guy, but he is ugly, so I had to get rid of him. And after taking inspiration from my friend Kevin, he now looks less ugly. And after another quick coding sesh, he has animations. Why doesn't he have a jump animation? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Trust the process. Now, as you may know, people judge a book by its cover, so I need to first of all make it pretty. Anyway, Unity has this button you can press, and I wonder what it does. Okay, we don't talk about it. Another idea. What if we had a big outline, like the game by my friend Zickers? Okay, listen, before I get comments about copying, there are only two rules for game devs. What you can do, and what you can't do. Then I wanted the player himself to look better, so I gave him a shader that makes his lighting be blah blah blah. Anyway, now he looks anime. Also, I made it that now in the shade he has little hexagons to make him feel more robotic. So right now we can move and he is handsome, but he is boring, just like me. I need to give him some toys to play with. So I made it that when he gets close to one of these red cubes, it is highlighted by this white thing, and after I got that working, I made it prettier and gave it a little spin. But of course these items aren't worth anything if you can't use them, so now I need to make the player hold them. But I plan to add a ton of items and I don't know how to animate. So how am I supposed to create hundreds of animations? Glad you asked, voices in my head. Let me introduce you to inverse kinematics. Let me break it down for you. But seriously, basically, instead of just animating every bone alone, I just need to tell the algorithm where the last bone should go, and it figures it out itself. But that's not all. Not only can I do it for the hands, but also, stay with me, each finger. It did take a whole day to set up, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I love it so much, just look at it. It's going to save me so much time, I love you. Also, now we can note one. Now, I just need to hook this up to the item I made and I won't die. Okay, now I fixed it. Do you wanna know how? Hahaha, so do I. But if it works, don't touch it. On the positive side, it looks actually really good, so I am happy with it for now. Now it's time to reveal why am I making this game in secret. You see, it's all because I had a genius idea to build robots. Yes, you will be able to build robots in my game, and I didn't want anyone to steal it. Now it's too late, of course. Anyway, what is the next step? I need to let players add weapons to buildings, so I made this socket. And to check when you interact with it, I shoot a ray out of the camera and check what it touches. Then I gave it the same prompt as the item, but I think you can get confused, so I designed something else for it. But I still didn't like it, so look at this new cool design I made. For the mentally healthy in the crowd, it might look okay, but the only thing the voices in my head can see is this little part here where they overlap. So, instead of doing the responsible thing and ignoring it for now, I spent way too much time making the first image cut into the second one, with the help of no other but the monkey. And after making it animate for a bit, it now looks okay. But I really can't continue wasting time on it, and I need a break, so I'll make some silly items. Okay, that's actually hilarious. He looks goofy. I'll keep it in the game. Let's get back to it. What good are all these machines of destruction with nothing to destruction? So, let me introduce, once again, the fan favorite, 2x champion, Bean! And after displaying some very questionable 3D modeling skills, he has a very temporary model. But now we need to make the turret rotate towards the enemy, which is surprisingly hard. I won't bore you with the details, but basically, the turret goes through all the enemies in the scene and finds the closest one by comparing their distance. You can see here who he chooses with this purple ball. It wasn't really how to make, but it was really how to optimize, because when there are 1000 enemies in the scene, it needs to go over 1000 enemies every single frame. So I made it he only needs to do that once every couple of milliseconds. Anyway, now he can rotate, but he is a little too excited, so I had to calm him down a bit, and it's much better now. I also made it so there is a maximum speed for his rotation, so he won't go Beyblade on me. Also, it is now optimized enough that you can have a lot of them working together with no problem. After that, I just need to give them some bullets and yoink the health system from Thunder Ronin. Wait, you don't know about Thunder Ronin? It's the game I made, and I need you to wishlist it so it becomes #1 on Steam. Link in description. Also, I'll do one push-up for every wishlist to stay healthy. Anyway, now the turrets can shoot, and look at them go. I feel like a proud father, but how are you going to get resources to build weapons, you might ask? ask? Well, you see, here's another genius idea I had. Instead of just regular mining like other games, I'm gonna have you mine with a laser beam. So to start off, I made this particle system using Unity's particle. Sorry. Then I made a script to check when a particle touches an object, and whenever it does, it spawns this indicator. Afterwards, I attached the particle to the gun, and just to give it a little bit of spice, I used the invert kinematics from before to let you bend your back so you can aim up and down. And here is the result. Anyway boys, that's all I have this time. I really think I'm onto something here, but it's still really early. Next time, the game will be better, so maybe I'll give you a link to it. Subscribe so you won't miss it and get your free your free game. By the way, this game doesn't have a name yet, so if you have an idea, leave it in the comments. Also, I just really wanted to say thank you for 150 wishlists. I know it's not much, but it really makes me happy. Also, special shout out to Overworld for making this sick fan out in the Discord server. Anyway, that's all I have to say. So, roses are red, cheese have holes. I'm going to play with my boy.
What the flip is this week? It's game dev, Morty. We are making games, Morty. We are going to make the next Minecraft, Morty. We are going to conquer the world, Morty. The done is gone, Morty. This is our chance, Morty. It's not gonna be easy, Morty. 1 year, 2 year, 100 years, Morty. But we are gonna make it, Morty. We're gonna have adventures and dragons and maybe even monkeys, Morty. It's gonna be amazing, Morty. But Rick, this is...
Will he do more push-ups? Will he continue the game? Will he be the dev god? Find out in the next episodes.